Well, hello YouTubers, hello Facebook people, hello Twitter people, and hello LinkedIn people. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you guys. Well, it's Thursday, and I promised you all another Messages from the Spirit World. So I've been throwing the letters here in my magic hat, and we're going to pull out 10 today and see who the lucky winners are for free reading. Anyways, I wanted to also say thank you to all of you who've been coming out and sending such nice comments on my previous two videos. My last video I did was about the storms in Washington, and I taught you how to do a magic storm blessing spell. And the video before that was about fall leaf magic. So if you want to learn a little bit more magic, check out those previous two videos. But here we are, it's Thursday, and we're going to go into our hat. But before we do that, give me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Okay, Fletcher's over here, he says hi. Alright, going in our hat, our first letter today is from Rainey M. Bishop. And she wants to know about her spirit guide. Yeah, you know, I get around, it's interesting, because I keep seeing a lady walking here behind you. And her name is Sister Mary. She's a nun. Her full name is Sister Mary of the Annunciation. She keeps saying, I'm a member of the Ursuline order. So she's around you in spirit. It seems like she's coming to you to bring some healing, particularly in the emotional area. And I want you to watch December, because I get that as a kind of a big turning point for you this year. And I feel like around December, things start to come back into balance. But Sister Mary of the Annunciation, that's your spirit guide. Thanks for writing. All right, going in our hat here, we've got Mary Goldruff. Wants to know about past life. Well, you know, you've had a lot of past lives. One of them was in England, though, I see, and it was in the Middle Ages. And you were actually, it was interesting, that life you were married. There was a man who was a nobleman. I believe it was like a knight, actually. And you were married to him. He went off onto the Crusades, so you didn't really see him. It was really an arranged marriage. And the reason I bring that up is they show me that in that life you were kind of under the control of your family and his family. You didn't have a lot of freedom. And I feel that one of the reasons that you're back now is to learn to assert yourself and assert your authority. They show around you have a little bit of conflict. It's like, you know, with authority figures. And that's because your last life you were so oppressed. But I really do see you this life starting to come into your own power. And I really feel 2013 is also going to be a big year for you. A lot of independence. Could even be a physical move, like a change in housing coming for you around the spring of next year. But follow your heart, follow your path, and don't let anybody tell you no, okay? God bless you. All right, going in our hat here, we've got, let's see here, Carolyn Harden. And she says she struggles with shyness and wants to know where that's coming from. Yeah, well, you know, I think you've got two things going on. One, you're shy because you're so attuned to spirit. You know, in the spirit world, everybody communicates in harmony. Down this world is very kind of clashing energy, so it's like a little overwhelming for your spirit. So you're a sensitive soul. But also, interestingly, one of the things that I also get around you here is that in your previous life, you were in Persia, you were a princess, and people loved you. You're part of a royal family there. And it was almost like the adulation was overloaded. That why they like me? I'm just a princess, you know. You've always been a princess, and you didn't understand why they loved you. So you felt very unworthy of all that adulation. So that was a struggle. And I feel like you're back in this life to kind of learn how to, again, step out and be yourself. You know, so shyness is not going to be your long-term path. That's just a temporary thing. But I feel like you do come with some of that past life karma and also spiritual awareness. For you, meditating and putting the light around you to shield yourself would go a long way in helping you feel stronger so you can step out and not be afraid, okay? That's the right. All right, going in our hat here, we've got, let's see here, Kristen Davidson. And she says, any spiritual guidance for me? Yeah, you know, I keep picking up around you November here. Fletcher says in November, he said she starts anew. And I feel like that's where you start to feel kind of a sense of balance coming in here, because they show me this last year has been turbulent around you. And I also want you to watch around January. Now, this is where I'm getting a real big career transition energy for you. In January, looks like you're going to start doing something that has an artistic energy about it. Could be connected to advertising or working with a gallery of some sort. But you have an artist theme on your chart, so you need to be branching out into areas where you have more freedom and artistic expression. So like a normal 9-to-5 job, at a, just a normal like shop or at an office wouldn't work for you. Your creative spirit has to be nurtured. Okay, but I see January as that really coming into power for you. Watch November. November, the doors start to open by January. You're on a new path. Okay, thanks for waiting. All right, let's see here. Our next letter is from Fiona MacKinnon. She writes from Facebook all the way across the pond, as she says, in England. I love it. I love that people in England watch me. That's so exciting. Anyways, you UK viewers, keep watching. Psychic Bob hopes to get over there to visit you guys in person. I know a lot of you have been inviting me, and I will make it over the UK hopefully soon. Okay, Fiona. Well, it's interesting because when I walk into your light right now, I'm getting all around you purple light, and that's the psychic light. And this indicates that you have a lot of psychic power, and I feel that you actually come from a line of psychic seers in this life and also a previous one. Now, I get a previous life here in the early 1800s, and it's connected to the Romany people, so you're a gypsy. And you had psychic power in that life, so I do feel that comes over to you. I also get around you a lady here, a grandmother, I think it's on the mother's side, and she's talking about she's going back to school. So I feel like as we get into the new year, there's some issues coming up around schooling or some type of education here, and you have a healer theme on your chart, so you might go back and study nursing, or it could even be holistic stuff like Reiki or some type of massage therapy, but you have a healer theme, and I would encourage you to be open there. But your grandma's pushing you to go back to school. Thanks for writing. All right. Going in our hat here, Lizzie Spaceship. And she says that when she meditates, her arms start to levitate. Wants to know if she's being possessed or if it's spirit. Now, what that means is your power is rising. Now, when you meditate, you bring light into you, and it stimulates the nervous system. So sometimes the body starts to do its crazy things, and it'll move and twitch and stuff. But I also feel that some of this around you is actually your higher self now taking control of your body. It's kind of like you've pushed your higher self back, and now as you meditate, you're letting it come closer. So the higher self is your true self, your spirit self, and it's just trying to get used to being connected stronger to your body. And that means that you'll have an easier go of things, because when you're connected with your higher self, it means the answers come quicker, the knowledge is more present, and you have extra help. So always attune to your higher self. All of you watching, in fact, when you meditate, ask for your higher self to truly be present. Because, we have our lower self, which is always the fear-based, like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my money, I'm going to lose my house. Then that's necessary. We need to have that. But the higher self is really where wisdom and knowledge come from. So try to unite yourselves back into wholeness through meditation. Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right, going back in our hat here. Our next letter is from Ritayan. Yeah, hi Rita. Well, she wants to know about her husband's surgery. Yeah, and other financial stuff here. Yeah, first of all, I do see the surgery going fine. The thing that I keep picking up here, though, is I want them to watch your husband's blood pressure, because I keep getting a spike in blood pressure. I'm a little worried that when they work on it, if that blood pressure goes too high, he could have a hemorrhage. Now, I don't see him dying. Don't worry. He's going to be okay. But definitely ask him to have his doctor please look at the blood pressure. Okay? And I want you to watch also around New Year in January, I get really strong, fresh beginnings here for you and your husband. I feel like the financial situation really picks up here in the New Year, around February specifically, because they keep showing me it's like the words of flesh is everybody's working. So I believe that all of you will have more money and jobs here in the New Year. Okay, so hang on. Thanks for writing. All right, going in our hat here, we've got Let's see here. Rosalind Brunsden. Rosalind wants to know if her flat is haunted. Her apartment flat. England, they say flat. America, apartment. You know, I'm not getting ghosts there, like earthbounds, as much as I'm getting fairy activity. Now, I do think you have had earthbound spirits there before. I do get one guy's connected to World War II, like a soldier. But that's not really what's creating the disturbance. I'm getting fairies there. Because I keep seeing them take jewelry, I keep seeing car keys and house keys and little knickknacks moving. And that's fairy activity, okay? So when that happens, you say to the fairies, okay, what do you want? Bring it back. You know, a lot of times the fairies, they take jewelry because it's fun, and they like to do that. And I feel like stuff that's fallen in your kitchen is also fairy activity. I keep feeling like they're moving stuff around, and you're kind of looking for sugar. They like sweet things. So you might want to literally, you know, put out some little cakes or like cupcakes or treats and, you know, glass of milk and offer it to the fairies, because the fae love that, and you'll have less disturbance that way. They're just trying to get your attention. Okay, so right. Well, my goodness, guys, I tell you, that's all I'm going to get to. I don't know where time goes, but I'm so glad you're here. Listen, if you haven't checked out my previous videos, check those out, the two before it. You learn some earth magic. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'd sure love to have you here at Spirit Channel. If you're watching via Facebook, go ahead and give me thumbs up here on my page. And I sure like that. Put comments in the box below and thumbs up on all sites. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here at Spirit Channel. And keep watching, because you know next week we'll have another Messages from the Spirit World.